Hey guys, Double Rebirth here, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Decade SH Figuarts figure. So let's get into this review. Let me set the camera down, and we'll take a look at the box. You got Master Rider Decade alongside the box, and the box is a quote-unquote pink color, though it's supposed to be magenta to match a Decade's supposed rider color, even though he says he's magenta. Aside from that, you got Master Rider Decade on the side, as well as here. At the back, you got some poses. Some pretty nice poses, though I would not normally pose Decade like this. I do an original pose, and at the bottom you get a information and whatnot. And the retail price of this figure is 2,800 yen, which comes about $30 US. Shipping, I don't know, ranges between $10 and $7 from where you get it. Also on the front you got a black and white photo of Decade image. Sort of fits the negative image slash or whatever. It deals with the photo theme of what's in photo theme found in Decade. For the accessories you get with this figure, you get 6 additional hands aside from the ones that come with the figure. What comes on Decade out of the box are 2 closed-fist hands, and what comes separately, you get card-holding hands. So, not the best example to show, but here's a better card-holding hand. You get a set of cards, 22 in total, but two sets of 11. So yeah, you get all the Heisei Kamen Riders, and as well as Decade's own card, even though he doesn't really need it. And you have a Decade Kamen Ride card. So yeah, that's what I have cut out. So yeah. For the hands, you have getting back to the hands, you get 2 grasping palm hands, one already posed on Decade. Though they're sometimes called the molester hands because they are grasping something. Squeeze, squeeze. And you get weapon hands, already posed with Decade. It's a right hand up with the ride booker in sword mode, but here you get a weapon hand. Pretty nice. All hands really well detailed, except for the closed fist hands because they are just closed fists. So, yeah. In addition to the ride booker in sword mode for the accessories, it's pretty nicely detailed. It's got everything except the Decade logo that's normally found on the ride booker. You get the ride booker in sword mode. Gun mode. Sorry, I was referring to in gun mode. So yeah. Nicely detailed, except it's missing the Decade logo. And you have the ride booker in its regular mode that would hold cards, but in addition, pretty fun thing, it can open up, but can't really stick anything in there, like any cards. There's nothing to really hold it. It's just like pretty flat pieces of plastic. So it's a nice touch, but doesn't really do it for me. You see Decade posed in Kamashi Action Stage 2 stand, but it does not come with this figure. You have to purchase it separately. So I'll take this off, and right now we'll take a look at the details found in Decade. If you take a look here, we'll take a look at the face first. I know my camera can't focus really well on that, but as you can see here, Decade's face has lines going across it. No, horizontal lines in addition to the normal vertical ones that are found in Decade's face over here. But however, many people have griped about this. His face does not look like this. It's not flat, and it's just a kind of a nuisance, or it's kind of distracting if you notice it. yeah. Aside from that, it's really nicely detailed. The eyes, you can has like that bug eye look, and it has like the lines going across it. Take a look at its chest. You have the ab armor type thing, shoulder armor. Take a look at the belt, the Deca driver. Almost everything except the colored jewels on the side. They didn't really color it. And the feet are nicely boot looking. And that pretty much does it for the detail found in Decade. He's pretty simple, to say the least, but yeah. Let's get into articulation. Head does a full 360, can wiggle a bit, can go up a little bit like this, but not too much. You can do a chicken head-ish thing. Shoulder armor can go up this much. And interesting thing about Figuarts, like the shoulder can move around on a swivel like this, in addition to moving up. So arm can go 360, and you get a double jointed arm almost. It can't really go up all the way, but this is as much as you can do on Decade. Hands can go 360 because they are on ball jointed hands, so it snaps on really easily. As for the chest, can go up and down. There are two joints, one up here and one at the waist, so you can position Decade into almost any which way, but there's a gap here because of the armor, and I kind of wish they could have added more plastic over here to hide it up if Decade was looking a bit up with his chest up a bit, but that's a minor thing. Waist can go about this much wiggle, and can turn not so much this way, and about that much that way. And that does it for the waist. Let's go to the legs. Legs can go here about this much. Pretty impressive. About normal human abilities. Not like a double O or some master grade models. Legs are double jointed, and they can go about this far back. And the legs at the thigh can go back and forth, but not all the way around. Normal human stuff. Okay, and then you have the foot, the feet. Feet can go full 360, and they can go insides. If you want to like pose Decade, like doing the splits or something, or attempting to. And the feet can bend at the toe, so you can have like a running pose or whatnot. So really nice. And the feet, they are made of die-cast metal, so that is a good thing. If you want to pose your figure without a standing up, it will stand up. Though it's one of the major sources of weight on this figure. So really good. And I guess that about does it. Oh, I forgot. You have a hole on the side of the belt where a peg is found on the regular ride booker mode. You can attach it onto Decade, just like this, and boom. You have Decade just being regular old Decade. Let's get into size comparisons now. Let's compare to a 1/144th scale high grade Gundam 00 kit. Here's the Cherubim. It's just a bit bigger than it, so it's a pretty good size for a figure. And let's compare it to another Figuarts figure, Kamen Rider Kabuto. Kabuto is just a bit taller, as well as his horn is taller. So yeah. And that about does it for this review of Kamen Rider Decade. Really good figure in my opinion. If you're a fan of the series, I'd suggest you pick it up, and if you haven't seen the series, I would really recommend it to you. It's a good way to get into the whole Kamen Rider franchise. I would probably like watch Decade before watching anything else, so you can just get a sense of what each series is like. So yeah, yeah. Later this month, I'm hoping to get my favorite rider double. So look forward to that, as well as the review of Kabuto coming soon. So that does it for this review, and see you next time. Bye. Bye. Squeeze, squeeze.